Hey guys, Denobi2 here with Benjamin. On this episode of the show, we're going to discuss a figure that's been kind of forgotten, hasn't really had a lot of buzz on it.
Sad.
Very sad, the Michael Keaton Batman Returns figure. The Batman Returns Michael Keaton figure isn't really talked about. There isn't really seems
There's
to be
nothing being talked about.
there's really nothing because it was released in the middle of these other two juggernaut properties, Civil War, Batman Returns, that the figure just isn't getting any type of love at all.
Well, and you have a lot of Marvel figures and a lot of DC figures being pumped out, and that's a lot of the reason why you're not seeing anybody talking about this. And it's sad to see because I've seen a lot of comments on, some of the videos, and they always ask, "What about the DX line?" And I think that this is really a good point to really talk about. The DX line is now dead. There is nothing DX anymore. This is going to be the last DX figure that I think Hot Toys ever makes.
And just to kind of clarify, to the new collectors that are watching and to the old collectors, when we say DX, there's certain key ingredients on what makes a figure a DX.
The DX line is basically Hot Toys' most premier line. It basically comes with a huge amount of accessories. It's like Denobi said, it's an experience. When you open up a DX box, it has a special foam, it has a special cover. And in the cover, like with the Batman, it would have like the bat symbol, that you could put a flashlight through and make the bat symbol. And then when you would open it up, there would be even more foam with the figure in it encased with all the accessories, and it would have the presentation of it was just amazing in comparison to the shoebox figures that you get now. And the DX line literally had the purse system inside of it where the eyes would move left and right. You could pose the eyes.
That's cool.
Yeah, a great example, like the Bruce Lee DX figure came with two figures. It came with two head sculpts, two figures, one non-battle damage, one battle damage. It came with two different costumes. It came with like 20 hands. It came with like 10 different types of accessories, from the nunchucks to his little batons, and so on and so forth. The DX line is the most premier that you would ever see. I mean, it was like the top of the line.
It really
for
is.
Hot Toys.
It really is. The Jack Sparrow DX, the Indiana Jones
The
DX,
Luke Skywalker Bespin.
the Bespin
Came
Luke.
with the weather vane.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, it was two figures.
Two figures, and at the time, all these figures were coming around between 2010 to 2011, 2012, and then Hot Toys just blew up. It took off, and it seemed that they couldn't keep up putting that type of experience, because it is a lot of work. It is a lot of manufacturing, the box, everything, and it's the path of least resistance to pump out figures
Well,
with less accessories.
I think on Hot Toys' part, they were pumping them out so quick, and they had so many different figures that they could do, and people were buying them, so it really didn't matter to them. Why did they have to put together a figure, make a figure that had a presentation? All they had to do was just throw it in a box, and here you go.
And there you go.
It's kind of like McDonald's,
A blister packet, cardboard box, and
it's
then
like
there
it's
you
like
go.
fast food. It's like, here, take your figure and go. Where like the DX line would be the equivalent of sitting down at a restaurant and eating a fine meal.
So going back to so going back to the Michael Keaton Batman Returns figure.
Batman Returns figure is basically a DX figure. And it has the purse system. It has three interchangeable mouthpieces, just like the Batman that we know, the Dark Knight, the '89 Batman, so on and so forth. It comes with a plethora, a huge amount of accessories. It has the Batarang that, in the movie in Batman Returns, he has like a bunch of criminals around him, and he programs it in. He throws the Batarang and hits one, and then the dog jumps up and grabs it. It has a remote that you can put in his hand where he's calling the Batmobile. It has a grappling hook where it shoots out of both ends. It comes with two different lines of grappling. There's a ton of stuff. It is a DX.
It is a DX figure because
100% a DX.
I mean, with the amount of accessories, the problem
it even has a DX base.
That's right.
And then it has the Batman logo, and it has a little bit of. They made it special to an extent where they put the snow on it, like Batman Returns. How it was it was more of the snowy, the cold weather instead of the original '89, where it was in the hot streets, the hot summer months.
The problem is that, like I said, it was released. There doesn't seem to be a lot of buzz in the internet.
There is
about
no
it.
buzz about this. It's really
No.
kind of sad because, like I said, there's been comments about what's going on with the DX line. Well, the DX line is dead.
It's dead.
This figure comes in a standard shoebox, basically like what you would get with the Star Wars figure. You just open it up. There's the accessories. There's the base. Pop it out and go. But it does come with everything from the DX line. There is no DX presentation whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want to, be informed about for new collectors or anybody who just doesn't remember the DX line, just Google it.
Yeah.
You're going to see the boxes. You're going to see the presentation, how it was done. It was really a really sight to see.
And the price point is it's still somewhat good. I mean, the fact that you can get the collector set with the Michael Keaton in the top.
$220? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, $220 for the Batman
I'm
repairs,
not-
and the
you
set
know,
for $345.
I always talk about you get nothing with this figure for
Yeah.
$220 to $250. You get a plasma rifle and a base. This figure is worth $220,
Yeah,
hands down.
yeah,
And it's sad because you know what? I really did love the DX line. I have DX figures in my collection, and it's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
It's over. This is it. This is the last hurrah. Because until collectors say, "Hey, I want something more," if we're just going to continue to just to buy the same old thing, and we don't really have a choice.
yeah,
We don't really have a choice. The only way that we can tell them is through our pockets.
That's
through
it.
our money. If we decide not to buy their figures, they're going to say, "Well, something's wrong. They're just not buying it anymore, and just sitting there, we're losing money. Let's give them what they want." And I think that's it.
but we're not, because we still
we
keep
still
giving
we
them.
still love it.
We still love it. We're still giving them
I'm
our
buying
money.
the Lauren. He's buying the
I'm buying
Lauren.
the Hulkbuster, yeah,
There's a lot of the Batman stuff. The Batman. So it's like there's still a lot of pieces that we're gonna buy, and I think that it's just one of those things where that's it. It's over. DX is gone.
DX is gone, and this is
sad.
probably the last remnants of.
I'm crying inside.
And it's a gorgeous figure. Am I gonna buy it? No, because there's just so much other characters right now that I'm preoccupied with, and there's nothing wrong with a Michael Keaton Batman returns
I
figure.
have the '89 Batmobile.
Yeah.
I have the '89 Batman. I have the Mime Joker. I have the Jack Nicholson Joker. My buddy says, "Hey, I got the '92 Batman." And he said, "Are you going to pick it up?" And I said, "No, I'm not going to pick it up." And he goes, "Why? You have like the Batmobile and you have everything. Why aren't you going to buy it?" And I said, "Because they don't have a Penguin. They don't have a Catwoman. There's nothing else to align.
Yeah.
It's just Batman.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
not.
love the
commit.
villains. Yeah.
I'm not going to commit. For me, again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit just for Batman. I have a lot of Batman stuff, so I don't need another Batman just because."
It's a shame, because I told Benjamin, I go, this is an astounding figure, but look, there's just so much cooler stuff out there right now that, there's no Penguin, there's no Catwoman.
I
Pretty much
disagree
what he
with
said.
cooler. I don't think Falcon is cooler than Batman.
I like Iron Man, and we are entering a Civil War era right now, so
And we are entering the
so-
Batman versus Superman era also.
Needless to say, we think it's a great figure, guys, and we just
Yeah.
wanted to kind of touch on it.
If
It
you
is
guys get a
GX.
chance, pick
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to pick it up, you've got the money, and you say, "Hey, I really am interested in a Batman figure other than Superman versus Batman." This is awesome.
Yeah.
Pick it up because it's pretty badass.
Leave your comments below, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Denobi2 here. Benjamin here. See ya.